Last night, the Labor government struck a deal with the Greens, and this morning my phone has not stopped. Clients are asking if they should panic, investors asking if the whole system is now broken. People who spent years building a strategy around their self-managed super are now wondering if everything's just got ripped out from underneath them. Now let me cut through the noise, because there's a lot of it today. Yes, self-managed super, the door is closing. And at this point moving forward, you can no longer borrow inside your self-managed super fund to purchase residential property. This is a real change, and it affects real people. And the way it was done, in a backroom deal with the Greens after the government explicitly said they wouldn't do this, is a legitimate betrayal of trust for anyone who's built a strategy around it. Here's what I'm not going to do today. I'm not going to spend this episode yelling about the government and how unfair it is. I do that enough. That doesn't help. What I'm going to do today is help you understand exactly what's changed, exactly what didn't, and exactly what the options are here today. Because the SMSF property strategy is gone, but the property strategy is not gone. I'm Corey Jones, and I've helped hundreds of everyday Aussies generate over $100 million of equity in the last 5 years alone. Now today, I'm going to break down what this ban actually means in plain language, who it affects, who it doesn't, and what serious investors should be doing right now instead of just getting pissed off about it. Now, as of yesterday, like I said, the Greens have made a deal with Labor as part of their 2026 budget approval to remove lending from the self-managed super fund for residential properties. Now, I'm going to be completely frank, I'm not surprised, guys. Anything to limit people getting ahead seems to be the way that our left-wing socialist government is tracking, all in the name of, you guessed it, equality. In other words, they obviously want everyone to be equal and poor. Up until now, self-managed super has been a great way for people to access property rather than sitting in a traditional stock portfolio inside their super doing nothing. And while it does come with its own red tape, it was a very good tax-effective strategy that can be used for the long term. Now, from my understanding, this is what they're proposing. As of a specific date, not confirmed yet, no lending will be allowed within a self-managed super fund for residential purposes. This is on the basis that all of these wealthy people are hoarding all of their properties in super, and they want to release these so that they're available for first-time buyers and entry-level buyers. I do believe that they are going to be forcing these strategies to wind up, which means that it probably won't be grandfathered. Now, if you have one, what that means, the government will very likely force you to sell it and close down your self-managed super. In theory, like all Labor policies, it seems logical, but in reality, with a huge shortfall supply of housing like we've got today, all we are doing is continuing to disincentivize property investment. Here's what we're going to do. We're moving to commercial. To be frank, commercial property is actually better inside self-managed super funds, particularly when you've got a really good long-term tenant. Now, considering that these are cash flow properties, it will actually make it easier to finance and hold and provide more long-term rental income in retirement. Now, obviously, we're still very early days. We're not quite sure of how it's going to really play out from the government's perspective. This is my preliminary opinion before we actually get the facts from the government. Once again, Labor government, thanks for making it hard for property investors and for the average punter to actually be able to build wealth and get themselves ahead. Now, not to say that I'm a conspiracy theorist, but if the government actually wants people reliant on the pension, which is the government in retirement, they are making all the right moves right now. What are your guys' thoughts? Leave them in the comments below.